Hi Matthew, this is my response to Matthew. He dropped me a comment on Buy Me a Coffee, but I've been unsuccessful in finding it on Buy Me a Coffee. For some reason, there once you post a message and the thread gets longer, it just disappears. And I've been trying for days to reach it, and then I have seen this happening in the past, and it's just impossible to get to these messages. I'm not sure what kind of glitch that is, so that's why I'm answering it in a video. And Matthew is planning to build La Grande, and he has a lot of questions about the thinning of the cabinets, and he is thinking also about the dual driver approach. And for the dual driver approach, I had feedback from Steve that he tried it out. So one driver here, one on the top, and what he was saying about that yes, it gave like a more like a in-room feeling sound that was better at the non-sweet spot, but he also said that something was lost from the presentation, and at this point he's at the point that he will be soon trying it out with a better amplifier, so we'll see whether it was because of the amplification that he did not prefer the sound of the two drivers compared to one, and there can be many reasons for that. And it's not just that it closed the room differently, but another big reason whether one driver or two driver will ultimately work better is whether your amplifier can drive it better or not. Because when we have a single driver, now this is an 8 ohms load. So if you make it to two drivers, then if you parallel them, it becomes a 4 ohm load. And if you series them, it becomes a 16 ohm load, but there's no way to make it an 8 ohm load. So that there will be a big change. So if your amplifier doesn't like either a 4 ohm or a 16 ohm load, then the two driver version, even if there would be benefits in how it loads your room, it won't show up because if your amplifier doesn't match the amp anymore, then there will be no synergy, so you might lose the synergy. So if you are thinking about the two driver situation, just think about that, whether your amp really loves a 4 ohm and a 16 ohm load, or really its forte is at 8 ohms, because if the forte is at 8 ohms, then the true driver version will not sound better, even though there's a promise in there. So that's one thing about the two driver solution versus one. And in that case, if you don't know the answer for that, whether your amplifier likes a 16 ohm or a 4 ohm load, my suggestion usually is that if you drop to 4 ohm, it probably won't be as preferable as an 8 ohm load in sound quality. But to find it out, I would suggest when you build it with the one driver, and make an extra top panel, and that the extra top panel has a hole in it, so you can mount the extra driver in there, and you can swap them, and you can try it out one versus the other to see which one your amplifier likes better. And as always, just make sure that they break in fully, and don't make any judgment calls until they have broken in, because there can be really vast differences between unbroken sound and well running burn-in drivers. And about the thinning of the cabinet, you can thin the sides and the top panel, provided, and also the bottom, provided they are not plywood. Plywood could be thinned as well, but it's going to be messy and compromise the integrity of the wood a lot. And for now I cannot show yet the videos of the thinning. Basically I was doing routering to thin out the sides. You could also use maybe a plane to thin, and a chisel. That would be a slower process. Right now I have a lot of home remodeling and construction going on in my home, so that's why I'm really struggling to make any kind of videos at all in these past couple of weeks and then the coming month or so. So probably you all will be stuck with these cell phone camera short snippets that I can snip wherever I am, and I have 10 minutes there to spare because like all my time at home I'm just remodeling, like rebuilding the kitchen and bathroom, and it's very elaborate. I'm doing all the manual labor myself, so that's quite a lot after really long days at work. So it's quite demanding, but I try to be responsive in the channel, at least provide some videos. So anyway, Matthew, thank you for your support through Buy Me a Coffee, and really have fun, enjoy building La Grande. And if you have questions, that ask them, but it looks like I cannot see them when I can see on the email, because Buy Me a Coffee sends me an email with the messages, but when I click on the link, it takes me nowhere. It just takes me to log into my account, and there's nothing. It's just I can't find anywhere. So so that's it, and that applies for everyone. So if you send me a comment and I don't respond on Buy Me a Coffee, then I will make a video, and then that's because I can't see the thread showing up there, and it seems that that's what it's been doing for threads that were originated a while ago. So thank you, Matthew. Good luck, and good luck for everyone working on their La Grande, and have an amazing weekend. Bye bye.